Really sorry already because this resolution's terrible. So, Steph, you look like a ghost. Let's be honest. But you can hear her and get the idea. Here we go. Sorry for any dog barking.
You girl, I'm gonna be reading those. I can't. Sorry. So power hour, yes. Should you work your business every day? Yes. Do you sometimes need to take breaks for a day, maybe 2 days? Yes. Should you ever take a month off of your business? Never. Everybody that I've talked to has told me that because they took a break, that it's hard to get back into things and get the ball back rolling. You do not ever want to take that long off. You can work your business an hour a day, a few hours a day, a week. Like I said, I have taken days off. Never more than probably 2 days. Never. Because I can't stay away from you ladies that long, that's for sure. And I don't know, I don't want to stay away from Jamberry. I love Jamberry. Set office hours, power ever. I talked about the master list. Everything. Okay. Here you go, Brianna. This is for you. I don't need to point you out, but you asked it. Where do I find new leads? Especially if I know you've done vendor events or fundraisers. Well, I'm going to first go over the vendor event and fundraisers for those who haven't heard that talk, okay? First of all, if you want to make this a business, okay, there's people out.
Okay. Oh, sorry.
Might not. They just want this for the discount. And that's solely and purely fine. That is your decision. That's your business. That's your life. That's fine. But for those who want to make a business out of this, you got to tell your family and your friends that you know that you don't want to hound them. Like, they need to know, they kind of probably need to hear that from you. That you know that they're supporting you and that you're grateful and thankful for that, but you're obviously not wanting to hound them all the time. So, you ask your family and friends to give you names because they know people you don't know. So, people that they can introduce you to, or how about, I talked to somebody last night on a coaching call. She has done this for a good 6 or 8 months, and she has never had an in-home party for herself. Like, she never had one in her launch party or nothing. So she's going to do that. But she also needs to have those people bring a friend. All your contacts knows somebody who they can give you a name and number, or when you go to your Aunt Sally's house next time for dinner, she can invite that friend over, or something of that nature. So those are always new leads. Then fundraisers and vendor events, you need to get into your cold market. Can I just tell you, I feel like on some things I feel like an idiot. I'm pretty narrow-minded, okay? In the fact that I feel like everybody's on Facebook. Like, who isn't on Facebook, right? I think that's kind of how I feel. There's a lot of people not on Facebook. Can I just tell you that I followed up yesterday with one of my vendor event leads. She filled out the little form. She clicked on there. I want to host a party. She clicked on there. I wanted information on being a consultant. You better believe I followed up on that one. I texted her. Because guess what? She's actually younger than me. And she is not on Facebook. So we're going to have an in-home party. I can't be more excited about that because it's my first in-home party. It's going to be my first in-home party in Michigan. And she's not on Facebook, y'all. There is a huge number of people, a huge demographic that we're missing, that I'm missing. Oh, crap. My batteries. Hold on. I got to plug this in. That I'm missing because they're not on Facebook. I don't know how I'm going to do this. Oh, man, I might have to hold it. All right, so my point is, it runs into the 70-30 thing. 70 for those who didn't see my post on our team page. If you need to have 70% either home parties or Facebook and 30% of the other, you never want to base your business solely 100% on one or the other. So just make sure you're reaching out, because you know how I look at it still. I looked at my business this way when I first started, that I need to get Jamberry into the hands of everyone, because if I don't, somebody else is going to, and those people are going to sign up with somebody else. And I want them on my team. I don't know about you. So I feel the same way still. So at the vendor event, I try to reach out to everybody about, hey, come over here. Let's try some. Have you ever tried it? You haven't? Let's try on a sample. Because, guys, Jamberry is not done growing by any way, shape, or form. We are going to be heading into other countries. So that recruit or that person that we might have passed by that we didn't open our mouths to, who probably has an entire family living in England, and who knows, I don't know what country we're going into next. I'm just putting that out there. So if we go into England next month, or next year, can you imagine what that could do for your business? You never know what that next recruit can do for your business. So you have to constantly be sharing the opportunity and recruiting people. Back to leads. I think that was it. Fundraisers, 70-30, and then how about getting people to tell you, or giving you names and contact information. That kind of thing. All right, next question. How do I train my team not to quit? That's a good one. And there's a lot of points on this one. Okay. I've told a lot of, I've said this before. In your business, you will always have a third. Oh yeah, Beth, right? I know. It will. Sometime it will be England. I just don't know what country's next. Mexico, England, who knows? I don't know. They don't tell me that much. All right. In your business, yours have a third of new recruits. Like a third of your team is coming on. They're learning. You have a third working their business. And then you have a third that are hobbyists or they're leaving. They're just not interested anymore. This isn't for them. That is just the reality. And that is what is always going to be the reality. It's just the name of the game. It's direct sales. You have to keep on constantly recruiting. Always. It's just the way it is. So how do I get recruits? If you're having parties equal recruits. Everything starts at the party. Parties equal recruits. So if you're hosting, you're going to find recruits. I'm not saying this is the case for everybody. There can never be a generalized, this is for everybody. This statement means this. But if you're having 10 parties or more and you haven't gotten a recruit, then I start wondering if you're really offering the opportunity. Okay? Because especially, well, hold on, let me back up. If you're having 10 parties and you have a really good PRV, then I start wondering if you're really offering the opportunity. Nikki, you crazy. I ain't talking about you. Every host, good or bad party, you need to offer that opportunity. If they have a $45 party, you still offer that opportunity to them. You offer obviously the opportunity to those who have the kit credits, but you also offer the opportunity to those who didn't. Because there's people who want this, and they might not have had a $250 party. Yeah, I'm trying to think of my conversation I had with somebody, I don't want to say names, last night, and we talked about this. So I feel like that's the first part of how do you get your team not to quit. Well, you have to keep building a team, okay? You can't ever stop. When you stop building your team and recruiting, then your team slowly dies. That sounds harsh, but that's just the way they tell me that. Like, that's what I get told. That you have to keep recruiting. So the other half of this is, how are you doing as a sponsor? Okay? You want to be, okay, I understand there are some of you who probably not have the best sponsor. And I'm not going to talk bad about anybody. I didn't have the best sponsor, okay? But I sure wasn't going to make that what my business was going to end up being, okay? Or the way I want to treat people. So how are you doing as a sponsor? How are you fostering those relationships with your recruits and your team? If you have more than just a first level, they're still on your team. So you still are kind of like responsible, okay? You still need to check in with them. You still need to see how you can help them. It's not just your first level, okay? Then, so you got to foster relationships with your team, right? I mean, they're on your team. You want to be you want to be friends with them. You want to have that good communication. You need to get them through their fast starts. You need to constantly reminding them about this is what you need to do to get your first fast start, and when you get them, this is what you get. How awesome is that? You got to run their launch party, right? We got to learn. Nope. Nobody, a lot of people don't know how to run a Facebook party. I sure didn't. I sure just winged it. I winged it, okay? My sponsor didn't do my launch party. But, you keep that communication, ask them if that's what they want, and help them do it. If they if they kind of act like they're going to do it, but they haven't started it within a week of starting, then you go ahead and start it. And then if they want to do it with you, then that's the way it is. You need to find out what their why is. You need to find out what your team's why is. Obviously, if somebody's not selling, their why is not to get financial freedom or whatever. At least not through Jamberry, okay? So, the ones who are working their business is the ones you want to message and contact, okay? When you find out what their why is, you're going to find out what their goals are. So if their goal is to be a team manager with Jamberry, then you help them with that. When you help them reach their goals, then you're going to reach your goals, okay? So I don't know. That's all. That's what I know to say. Oh, then the other thing is I have never, until, I think I said this on the page too, until I hit lead exec. When you hit lead executive, they give you they call it a field manager. Mine's Karen Logston. How do you believe their wise? Okay, I'm gonna have to go back through this and comment on them later, y'all. I love you commenting though. Okay. What was it? Oh, Karen Logston is my field manager, and that's who I had my coaching. That's who is my coach, who coaches me. Okay. But I have failed a lot of you because I have never done coaching calls until like this past month or 6 weeks ago. And they're mostly because, again, this is new to me. I'm learning the ropes. I'm learning how to be a leader. I'm learning just like you do, okay? But since I haven't been shown that in my upline, then that's why I'm not doing it. So I want you guys to start contacting your team. And it can be just as simple as just, again, you're fostering that relationship. So whether it's FaceTime or Google Hangouts, because not everybody's got an iPhone, or if you just need to call them, then do that. You need to foster those relationships so they just don't feel like, I don't know, I hope none of y'all just think I'm your mom, or I feel like, but, so they just feel like it's more of a friendship thing that they can come to you whenever, you all get it. Oh, then, here's one thing I feel like maybe some people have forgotten to do. When you get a new recruit, I understand I have to approve them for the sizzling page. When they get approved, you literally immediately need to post them in that just started what now file. I feel like a lot of girls are slipping through the cracks on that. That is so important for them to read that and to do everything that's on that list. Because that's what gets them going. That's what gets the ball rolling. They start doing Jamberry University. Everything in there is so important. They need to set up their ProPay card. Then they don't feel lost. Guys, I promise you, when I first started, I got sent like 15 files, and I was completely overwhelmed. So, you tag them in that, maybe add them to the Real Jams page, and that's it. Don't put them on the NAS page. Don't put them on the trading sites. None of that yet, guys. It just started. They got no jams to trade. Just let it be. Add them later. No work. What else? Somebody asked about True Shine over their wraps, but I feel like we kind of went over that on the team page. The only thing I can say is I have True Shine over my wraps right now. And anytime, because a couple of mine, these last few applications, they pop off too after a couple days. But I know it's my fault because I'm not applying it right. For me, I think Brianna put She Buffs the wrap. I've never tried that. Does it make it look not shiny, Brianna? Well, anyways, I have to put the gel. I know. She's like, I'm done talking to Erin about all that. I have to put the gel only on the wrap. Like, I almost don't even, like, I think if I look real closely, I can see a line where, like, this is just the gel. I cannot get anywhere near my cuticle. I can't get anywhere near the edge of the wrap. I used to think I had to encompass the whole finger and the whole wrap, and don't do that. That's where they pop off. Just on the wrap. Nowhere near your skin. Oh. Yeah, when you pick, they come off, don't they? That's what I did at first, my first application. When I picked, they came right off. All right, what else? I swear it's almost done now. The importance of self-motivation in daily IGAs. Which I think that I kind of talked about that when I came to the master list. And then every night you write down 6 things to do the next day. Which obviously those are going to include some IGAs, which are called income generating activities. Every day you want to do some IGAs. There are plenty of things that I do that are not IGAs, like spending an hour and a half on Facebook scrolling and answering, laughing. Well, we all know. We all spend so much time on Facebook that we know sometimes it's probably a little excessive. But time management, I'm learning it too. We're all learning it, right? We're all trying to get through this. So you have to be self-motivated. We're here to encourage you. Your sponsor is here to encourage you. Your team manager is here to encourage you. We all need encouragement, but this ultimately is your business. And I don't know about you, but I love not having to clock in anymore. I love not being able to fight for a day off. I love not having to work at the hospital on Christmas Day. I love being home with my kids. And so I am pushing through and working through the good months and the bad months, just like all of you, because I know that this business, direct sales works, and I know that I'd rather do this than to do all that hot mess drama at the hospital and at my old job. It's true. Oh, back to your contacts. Back to Brianna's question. I'm kind of flip-flopping, sorry. Everybody's like, I run out of leads, and now I just don't know. I stopped working my business because I have nowhere to go. Well, jumping to another direct sales isn't going to help that. Because you're going to go through your leads in that other direct sales too. So regardless if you want to jump here and jump there, that's your business too, but you're going to come up against the exact same wall eventually. So you have to learn how to get out and get into your cold markets and keep messaging people. Keep, like I said, everything I said. If you're just jumping in right now, you can wait for the replay because I talked about all of these ways you can find new leads. All right. Okay. Now back to 2016. Thanks, Nikki. I set this to private for only my team, my people who are following me from our team can watch it. So I'm just crossing my fingers like this, hoping I can share it on our team page. I haven't tried sharing it from a private post. I've only shared from a public post, so we'll see. Okay, remember, you need to, I know, no talking about like, hey, show me your fingers or your feet or something crazy, people. You need to book heavy January for a lot of reasons. A lot of us who live in the north, if you have home parties, if you get snow, unexpected snow, again, it's something you have to work around. This is why you do 70-30. You can have in-home parties and You have to book January and February heavy. But right now, focus on January, because if you have parties in January, you will find parties for February because you get leads off of each party. So you're going to book January extremely heavy. You want to know another reason why you want to book January heavy? It's because the last 2 years, they've done double trip points in January. So if you get a 3,000 PRV in January, you're going to get 6,000 points. What? Yeah, it's worth it. So you want to book heavy January. Double trip points. Oh, I'm going next year. I went to Cancun on January for free the first year. I'm not going to make it this year. I'm close, but I'm not going to make it. Nikki's going to go. Nikki is so going to go. She's going this year. Jill made it. Jill's already going. She's been going for like a couple months. Anna Kruger is like less than 1,000 points away. She's going. I think Karen is super close. I know she can go. So I'm going next year. And we're going to have a sizzling party at wherever they're going to announce it. Because they're going to announce it soon. Because they let everybody know by January 1 where next year is going to be. So anyways, book it January. Book it now. Start calling everybody. You want to book it. Oh yeah, girl Jill, you, Anna, Nikki, y'all can hang out this year. And you can send me pictures and I'm just going to cry. Just kidding. Recruits. You want to recruit. We want to keep building our teams. Remember, if you're not building your team's slowly dying. That is so harsh and it sounds crazy. Again, I'm not just telling you that. They tell me that. You've got to keep recruiting, keep giving the opportunity. You want to know why else? Because every time your recruit hits their first fast start, your new recruits. So, see, let me back up. Every time your new recruits hit their first fast start in the time allotted, you get 300 trip points. 300. That's a lot. That's $300 worth of orders, pretty much. You know, $1 per equals 1 trip point. So you want to recruit. You want to recruit like crazy. And then again, remember, you want to be a good sponsor. You want to help get your girls through their fast starts. Then, hello, January's coming up. Remember, they always release the Easter, Valentine's Day, and St. Patrick wraps. So I think at the middle or end of January, they're going to retire those holiday wrap, like our Christmas and those. And then they're going to be coming out with the new ones, the Valentine's Day, all that jazz. Awesome. And then, somebody correct me if I'm wrong. I think in February last year, they did the National Heart. Isn't February Heart Month? Yeah? No? Well, they come out, this is last year's. I have a half a sheet left. They came out with National Heart Association wraps. And they did the same thing that they did like with this Now I Can. Anyways, they give $2 to like the National Heart Association for every wrap. So, see, how awesome is that? You all, Jamberry literally like every month, every 2 or 3 months is literally popping out new wraps on top of the new catalogs that we can sell and market. Do you get that anywhere else? No. So easy, so awesome. I love this company. I think that's it, y'all. I think that's all I got. And if I'm gonna let you re-ask a question because I totally missed all those ones. I was trying because I get distracted easily, and I know not everybody wants to hear me talking for like an hour or so. If you have a question, go ahead and send her right now, and then I'll try and answer it. I'll give you a few seconds, otherwise I'm just gonna hang up. Did that feel like a threat? Because it wasn't. It wasn't at all. You don't have to write anything. Because you already asked me questions. I feel like you might have had something about what I had said already. My mouth feels dry. I talk too much. Anybody? What can you do to me, Liz? Yes, Brianna, we need to chat. You need a coach call, right? Yes. Oh, I didn't ask my question. See, I'm glad I didn't hang up. Here's this question, and I'm glad I left it to the end that I forgot about it, because guess what? I'll know who actually watched the whole video. I need to know, because I've had some people, I have become a team manager for a lot more people. So I need to know, if you want to be a team manager with Jamberry, I need you to private message me. I mean, you can say it on here, but I want you to private message me. Because we're going to have something for those who want to be a team manager. So, if that is your goal with is that your first big goal with Jamberry, then I need you to private message me on Facebook. Okay? Private message me on Facebook. And Nikki, you are amazing leader already. You have to do your follow-ups. We talked about that, right? You have to call people. Because then you're going to get recruits. You have to keep building your team. You are amazing, but you asked, and that's one of a couple things you got to work on. You asked, right? I'm just saying. I love you. Yep. Okay, anybody else? Okay, so I asked that question. If you know somebody on your team and your recruits who you know wants this, you make sure they watch this video. Everybody needs to watch this video. And I'm not saying that because I feel like you need to watch me. I smell like a gas. Oh. Okay, hold on, Beth. Everybody, this is team meeting. I feel like everybody can get something out of it. I am always listening to people who can tell me how to better myself and my business. So have them watch this. Message me. Beth, it doesn't sound terrible. I think a lot of people could high-five you and understand you right now. I get those too, trust me. Beth, here's a way, a little bit of way around it. Because you know who you've sent. I know a couple people who say, in every party, like it's kind of some of the same friends, right? It's like the same circle, and then you send out the same sample survey. So when I post, if I post like, who wants a free sample, I always make sure I say, who hasn't tried Jamberry and would like a free sample? Because that automatically eliminates those I've already sent a sample to a month ago. Nikki, Beth said, how do I, like pretty much everybody she sends samples to is either requesting it, like, or double requesters, or she said they're, trying to think of another word, they don't have a lot of money. So they're just in it for the freebies. That's what she's saying. So I make sure I put that little clause in there about who hasn't tried Jamberry, because I know if I've already sent you a sample, you're not getting another one. Unless they legitimately, like, you know. So, make sure you put that when you post from now on. And then for games, unless it's like guess how many and they actually win it, I ain't gonna lie, if it's a drawing, sometimes I try to pick the person who I've never sent a half a sheet to. Yeah, I said it. Like if somebody's won 5 other times, I'm going to send it to somebody who hasn't won. That's my party, yes. Yeah, well, I'm going to think on that one, Beth. Give you some more options, okay? Heather, awesome. I'm going to share this so you can catch on up the last 30 minutes or however long I've been talking. This is the end, and I'm about to bow out. Okay? So message me, peeps. And love y'all. Keep it real. 2016, we're going to do everybody needs their vision board. I want to see pictures. I want to see pictures. I'm going to have to show you mine. I'm accountable too. Oh, Heather, my bad. I'm sorry, girl. I'm sorry. I just got a little thing that said Heather just joined. Sorry. That's what I saw. Thank you. All right. I'm going to hang up, and I'm going to post this in the team page. Get your girls to watch it. Love you, girls. Later. Later, dudes. Maybe.
Okay, I hope that wasn't, I didn't have too many extra sound effects. The dogs were good. And I hope that you can actually see it and she's not a ghost. Have a blessed day!